Guys, how you doing? My name's Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. Today's show, we're going to take a first look at the Gravity Fed 800. We'll do a little walk around, we'll do a little comparing to the 1050, and then we're going to pre-season it. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, look, first off, I got to thank Masterbuilt for reaching out to me and sending me this Gravity Fed 800. Those who've followed me for a while know I'm a big fan of the Gravity Feds. I'm a big fan of the Masterbuilt air fryer, and I definitely am a big fan of the Masterbuilt 40. So, look, I think these are innovative products. I've said this in the past and I'll say it again, the 1050 was easily the best pit of 2020, under $1,000 that you could buy. I mean, it'll outcook any pellet grill, let's face it. It puts the, puts the smoke on the food that you like. Also gets up to 700 Fahrenheit for some searing. I mean, it does just about everything, and I'm hoping this 800 will follow suit. So look, you've assembled the 800, you're all set to pre-season the 800, but before you get going, the first thing you have to do is make sure your Gravity Fed, whether the 560, 800, or the 1050, it has to be level. If it's not level, it's going to develop some oil leaks down the leg. You know, the way the system works, the grill has to be level for everything to flow nice. So that's the first step. What I do is I got some rocks underneath, and I simply just level it, man. It's very important for the grill, so you definitely want to check your Gravity Fed and make sure it's level. Alrighty, look, so you got your, like I said, your Gravity Fed is assembled. You made sure it's nice and level. So the next step you want to do is you want to pre-season it. Now, basically, I stick to the manual. Masterbuilt knows best. So that's basically what I do when I pre-season it, but I do take it another step. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. And basically what you're going to need is you're going to need a rag, a lighter, you're going to need some vegetable oil, and you're going to need some way to ignite the pit. And I've got some Masterbuilt fire starters here, and also you're going to need a glove. Alrighty, look, so the first thing you want to do is remove your two air intake slides. And Masterbuilt gives you a little hook right here, so you'll hook these up. Look, and we all know at one time, at least, you're going to forget to remove these, and you're going to wonder why your pit's not getting up to a temperature. So you definitely, before you do anything, remove these intake slides, and you also use these, as you'll see later, to snuff out the fire. It basically blocks all air to the fuel, and it just kind of snuffs it out. So look, your next step here is you want to open up your ash lid and your ash door. All right, so look, the next thing you want to do is you want to get some fuel in the hopper, and I'm just going to use, I got a couple bottom bags of the blue Kingsford that I'm just going to dump in there, and you only want to go about a quarter to half. Alrighty, look, so while keeping your hopper lid open and obviously your ash door is open, you want to get your fire starters of choice and get them in. At this point, what you want to do is just want to wait about 2-3 minutes. You want some good smoke to be coming up from the hopper, and usually, like I said, you know, maybe 2-3 minutes. Also, keep in mind that the fan will not engage, which will raise the temp of the pit until you have the hopper lid closed and also the ash lid. Basically, it's been about 2 minutes. We got some good smoke coming up through the hopper. Basically, I'm going to go over to my control panel. I'm going to set the temp to 250 Fahrenheit. And we're going to let the pit run for 60 minutes. Oh, and there goes the fan. Just want to point out something. Because we're pre-seasoning, I'm going to leave the pit hood closed. That's a lot of dirty smoke that's happening, but again, it is a pre-season. We want to build up that heat so we could start seasoning the inside. If I was doing a cook, I'd have that hood open because I want to get that smoke out of there. I don't want that smoke in the pit, and I certainly don't want it on the food. Alrighty, look, so we are 60 minutes in, and what could I say, man? The Masterbuilt is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. 250 Fahrenheit. And man, she just sits there right on 250. So look, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bump that temperature up to 400 and run that for 30 minutes. I mean, 250 to 400. I'll look at the timestamp on the video, but I believe it's under a minute. Look, so that's pretty amazing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to let this run for 30 minutes. Then we're going to power the unit down. We're going to let it cool a little bit, and then we're going to start pre-seasoning the inside. Oh, yeah. Been a quick 30 minutes, and again, the Masterbuilt is doing exactly what the Masterbuilt is supposed to do. 30 minutes, probably 28 out of those 30 minutes, she just sat on 400. So look, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna power the unit down and let it cool completely, and then move on to the next step. And now remember, after you power the unit down on any sort of cook, you have to install the air intake valves, or you're just going to burn all the fuel that's in the pit. You want to choke out the fire, you want to choke out the heat source, you want to choke out the fuel, so you have to install those two intake bars. Let the pit cool completely, or almost completely, right, where you can at least handle what's inside. At that point, what you want to do is you want to open everything up, and you want to start hitting it with this vegetable spray. And remember, the more and the better that you season your pit is going to protect it from rust. So even though this seems like a little tedious, it is very important to properly pre-season your pit. So basically, look, what you're looking to do is you want to, you just want to spray this vegetable oil. It's a little bit easier than using just regular oil on a rag and wiping it in. The spray is a lot easier. You want to get the inside of that hood. You want to get all the grates, if you can get a little bit on the bottom, and you're going to just wipe it in. And then, like I said, you're going to repeat the steps 1 through 6. So we'll start it up, we'll run at 250. Halfway through, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that griddle on somehow. I got a little stickiness on that griddle, and I'm going to start to pre-season that. What you want to do is you want to first check your hopper to make sure you do have enough fuel in there to complete the next process in the pre-season. But just be very careful before you open that hood, the hopper hood, just to make sure there's no flames and stuff under there. So you want to open it and kind of just be careful. We have enough fuel, enough charcoal in the hopper to complete the next few steps. So let's fire it up. Remember, before you do anything, you gotta pull those slides. Oh yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the griddle inside the pit. I'm going to spray it down. I'm going to turn the pit up, and I'm going to finish the pre-season. Basically, we're doing steps, I believe it is 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're repeating what we did in the first half of the show. So I don't feel it necessary to do that. Look, I appreciate you all, and be ready, because I am going to put this Masterbuilt 800 to test. I've got ribs coming, I've got smash burgers coming, maybe a little breakfast on the griddle. Again, man, we are gonna work this sucker, that's for sure. And look, I'm gonna drop a couple other Masterbuilt videos here. My Patreons are already rolling there. I got information down below on the Patreons. I also have a join button if you wanna support the show and keep it in the YouTube family. So check that out. So until next time, we will see you soon. Oh yeah.